Hey everyone, it's Nate and I'm here to give you guys a couple of tips on finding the perfect hairdresser for you. I get asked all the time, Nate, how do I tell my hairdresser to cut my hair the way that I want it to? Or how do I show my hairdresser the haircut that I actually want on my head? I just decided to make a video to generalize a couple of tips that you guys could use in the salon to get the right hairdresser for you. The worst thing that could happen in a salon is you walking into the salon expecting a great haircut, coming out with not the exact thing that you wanted, and it leaves you kind of mad and it leaves your stylist feeling a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, like I said, here are a couple of tips that you guys could use to avoid that entire situation and really getting whatever you want every time you go to the salon. Tip number 1. The first piece of advice that I would give out is to not get a spur of the moment haircut. So kind of think about the hair that you want and make sure that you research about the hair that you want and make sure you get the general idea of how it's going to look. Number 2. 4. Advice number 2. The second piece of advice I have is to actually listen to word of mouth. You know, look around, ask your friend, hey, who did your hair if you like the way it looks? Because chances are the hairstylist that they use is really good and they go to them all the time. But yeah, ask around, listen to word of mouth, ask for like reputation, you know, like just really investigate about these hairstylists. Numero 3. I don't know if you guys have heard this term about tattoos. It's a good tattoo isn't cheap and a cheap tattoo isn't good. Switching the words around, good hair isn't cheap and cheap hair isn't good. So you can't expect to go into a salon and only pay $25 for a full head of highlights and having it kind of look good, because chances are they're using really low quality products that aren't really good for your hair. Just straight out of the box and slapping it on your head. Usually stylists that do charge a large amount of money for a haircut or something, that probably means that they are confident in the work that they do and that they do know what they're doing. So it's really good to invest money in a good hairstylist that will give you a good haircut. Number 4. That was weird. Like all jobs go, you can't expect every single hairdresser to be at the same skill level as the next. So whenever you walk into a salon, make sure that you understand that there will be different skill levels with different hairdressers and that each one has their own personality and their own way of delivering a specific style. Number 5. You like that? Really pay attention to the way a stylist presents themselves. So pay attention to hair, pay attention to makeup and the way they dress, and if it's similar to your style and what you would want to look like, then chances are that's going to be the best stylist that you want because they connect with you. So for an example, if you go into a salon and you're looking for a more punkish sort of look, stylist who has a pink mohawk and she has cheetah on the shaved sides of the mohawk compared to a girl who has glamour curls and you know she's all made up and stuff, yeah, but your best bet is going to be choosing the girl with the mohawk just because that's a similar style that you guys share. And I think she's going to understand better of what you want. You know what I mean? Get it? Yeah. Number 6. So whenever you finally found the hairstylist that you want, during the consultation, I always recommend to bring 3 pictures of the front, side, and back view of the hair that you want. That'll give the hairstylist a better visual, and it will actually start the process as of like what they need to do to get your hair to look like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, pictures. 7. There is a difference between telling your hairstylist what you want and telling a hairstylist on how to cut your hair. Whenever you tell a hairstylist how to cut your hair, like, no, don't do that, I need this up here, it's kind of like a slap in the face to the hairstylist just because they spend a lot of time and money going to school to be trained to actually know what to do to make your hair look great. Really trust your hairstylist because they're not trained to make you look ugly. If you trust your hairstylist 100%, then it'll go so much smoother than you actually telling them, hey, this needs to be done to my hair because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, that's all for this video. Those are a couple of tips that I thought I should share with you guys to find a hairstylist to fit your hair needs. So go ahead and leave questions if you have any more questions and I'll be more than happy to answer them on another video. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Later, hater.